Billionaires schedule every aspect of their day down to the minute, including when they will wake up and when they will go to bed. They place a high value on their time, and as a result, they make sure to invest it in endeavors that are meaningful to them and that will contribute to their development both personally and professionally. But what does it take to live a billionaire lifestyle? Both self-made billionaires and those who have been fortunate enough to inherit billions of dollars from their families will live lavishly, from pricey purchases to extravagant living arrangements. Today, we are going to dive deeper into India's billionaires and the lifestyles that they lead.
Welcome to Billionista. If you love videos about luxury living, please subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a video. And don't forget to like and share too.
Today, we will take a look at the advantages and disadvantages of being wealthy in India, as well as some of the most extravagant purchases that have ever been made in that country. Now, let's get started. It has been reported that India added an average of one new billionaire to its population every 33 days between the years 2010 and 2017. In the year 2000, there were only 9 billionaires in the country. In 2017, there were 101 people in the country who were considered to be billionaires. According to the most recent research conducted by Forbes regarding the nations that are home to the most billionaires, India currently has 140 billionaires. They have surpassed Germany, which has 136 billionaires, to take third place in the global rankings thanks to this figure. At the time that the list was produced, the wealthiest individuals in India had amassed a total of $596 billion between them. When compared to the previous year's total of $313 billion, this represents a significant increase of 90%. Shiv Nadar, a wealthy industrialist, is credited with co-founding the information technology company HCL Technologies. HCL was founded in a garage, similar to the way that Jeff Bezos started Amazon. Nadar is currently the third richest person in India as a direct result of the formation of HCL. At the time this was written, his net worth was estimated to be $25.6 billion. In addition to his expertise in the economic world, Nadar has reportedly contributed $662 million to the Shiv Nadar Foundation, which bears his name. The Adani family, headed by Gautam Adani, is currently the second wealthiest family in all of India. The majority of his wealth is attributed to the fact that he founded and currently chairs the Adani Group. Additionally, he is the owner of the Mundra Port and the coal mine at Abbot Point, and he holds a 74% share in the Mumbai International Airport. At the time this article was written, it is believed that he and his family have a net worth of $55.9 billion. Mukesh Ambani is currently at the top of the list of the wealthiest people in India because he was the chairman and primary shareholder of the conglomerate Reliance Industries. He was able to amass considerable wealth. Additionally, the corporation was responsible for the establishment of GEO, which went on to become one of the most successful telecom firms in the country. As of the time we put this video together, Anil Ambani was the richest person in India and all of Asia with an estimated net worth of $90.7 billion. This made him the richest person in all of Asia. As for the pricey stuff that India's wealthiest individuals have spent their money on, we will begin with the Antilia Tower. It is said to be the most costly home ever built anywhere in the world. The skyscraper, which has 27 floors and was built in 2010, is situated so that it overlooks the city of Mumbai. Among the amenities offered are 9 elevators, a theater with seating for 50 people, a big ballroom, and 3 helipads. One of the architects who worked on the project stated that the total cost of the building was close to $2 billion. Despite this, there have been reports that put the value as high as $5 billion. In 2010, it was discovered that the monthly electricity cost was a staggering $109,000. People who come from wealthy households have a tendency to splurge on their weddings because it is such a significant life event in India. In 2018, there was a wedding between the Ambani and the Piramal families. Isha Ambani, the daughter of billionaire Mukesh Ambani, married Anand Piramal, the son of another billionaire. Sachin Tendulkar, Hillary Clinton, and Deepika Padukone were among the famous persons that attended the event. Beyoncé herself was there to give a performance. According to some sources, the wedding could have cost as much as $100 million. However, there are many who believe the numbers was closer to $15 million. In 2016, Brahmani, the daughter of Gali Janardana Reddy, got married, and in honor of the occasion, the family hosted a spectacular wedding celebration that lasted for 5 days. According to reports, the total cost of the event was approximately $74 million. The fact that this took place during a time of severe financial strain infuriated the people of India. It is reported that the sari worn by Brahmani cost $2.5 million, while the jewelry she wore was worth a total of $13 million. Would you spend the same amount for your wedding? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. For as long as there have been billionaires, private aircrafts have been one of their most desired toys. In 2015, the consultancy firm Frost & Sullivan stated that Indian nationals made approximately 12% of the world's private plane market. During the same year, it was estimated that Indians had ownership of approximately 142 aircraft. There are also stories that indicate the worth of some of these jets reached up to $310 million. Bombardier, a Canadian aircraft manufacturer, anticipates delivering 1,215 aircraft to India between the years 2014 and 2033. Throughout his career, Gautam Singhania, who is currently the managing director and chairman of the Raymond Group, has had a net worth that has been reported to reach as high as $1.4 billion. It just so happens that he is one of those billionaires who own a jet. According to reports, he purchased a Bombardier Challenger 600 in 2016. These jets might have been purchased for up to $21 million at the time. It would appear that the wealthy population of India is planning to flee from the country. According to research conducted by New World Wealth in 2015, India was found to have the second greatest number of millionaires migrating from their country. China ranked first on the list. 61,000 of India's highest earners immigrated from the country between the years 2000 and 2014. The United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and the United Arab Emirates are among the most desirable places to settle down in. The reasons for leaving include worries about their children's safety, rising taxes, and they wish to provide their children with access to more desirable education opportunities. 7,000 millionaires fled the country in 2019 in search of greener pastures. Henley and Partners, a citizen residency consultancy firm, stated in February 2021 that Indian nationals were the most engaged in asking them about various programs, including citizenship and residing by investment. In most cases, this refers to the process through which a person might acquire citizenship or the legal right to remain in a nation in exchange for making some form of financial investment. Austria, Portugal, and Canada were among the countries that ranked highest on the list of desirable destinations for Indians. The Golden Residence Permit program in Portugal is quickly becoming one of the most sought-after packages in all of Europe. If an individual invests at least 400,000 euros, which is approximately $412,000, in real estate, they will be eligible for a resident visa. When it comes to arts, in March of 2021, the auction house Saffron Art was responsible for the sale of the most costly piece of artwork ever produced by an Indian artist. The unnamed piece by V.S. Gaitonde, which was created in 1961, sold for around $5.5 million. That record came dangerously close to being broken when the piece of artwork of Amrita Sher Gilt, entitled In the Ladies' Enclosure, created in 1931, was sold in July 2021 for a price of $5,141,000. Even if India's wealthy are becoming even wealthier, the country's middle class isn't seeing much of the benefits of this economic growth. In point of fact, the widening gap between rich and poor is a direct result of the additional wealth held by billionaires. Oxfam conducted research on the widening socio-economic gap in India in 2018. According to what they discovered, the top 10 richest people in the country controlled 77% wealth in the nation. 73% of the newly created wealth was distributed to the wealthiest 1%, whereas those in the bottom half of the income distribution had only a 1% gain in their wealth. Oxfam added that it would take 941 years for a worker in rural India to make the minimum wage to accumulate enough money to equal the annual pay of a highly compensated CEO. After all, the citizens with the lowest salaries typically earns less than $5 each day on average. The current state of affairs on a global scale has been beneficial to India's billionaires. During the span of 1 year, from 2020 to 2021, a handful of wealthy people saw enormous increase in their respective net worths. According to reports, Mukesh Ambani's net worth increased by as much as $15 billion, whereas Gautam Adani had a rise of $13 billion in his net worth. According to estimates, by the end of the year 2020, the richest 1% of income would hold 40.5% of the total wealth in the country. Credit Suisse reports a sevenfold increase from the year 2000. So Billionistas, what are your thoughts about India's billionaire lifestyles? Let me know in the comments. That's it for this time. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time!